What if your business already had everything it needed to start succeeding? What about if you didn't actually have to focus on all the things that you didn't have? This video is to help you set your mind into an entrepreneurial mindset and be able to kick off without waiting for that massive input of money from the mystery funder. Hello, busy brains. What's happening in the real world? My name is Miles. I'm the NeuroEntrepreneur. I help busy brain leaders, busy brained entrepreneurs, and late career pivots to think strategically, to act more entrepreneurially, and hopefully to help them work it all out before they burn out. Welcome to the channel. If you find anything here that you really enjoy, why not subscribe to the channel? Today I wanted to cover probably one of the most important, and I probably say that about so many things I talk about, but this really is one of the most essential aspects of any entrepreneurial discussion, which is how to get the company kicked off, how to get it going and moving. And the way I like to explain it is that think about every entrepreneur as having two bags. They've got an empty bag and they've got a full bag. Now, the problem is that most entrepreneurs at the early stages, they'll tell you all about the empty bag, right? They'll tell you, we need funding, we need a vehicle, we need more customers. But what they don't do is focus on the full bag. I'm going to help you focus on that full bag, and let's see what we can do. When you focus on the things that you've got, you start to feel more confident. Just consider, if you walk into a room, you're asked a question about something and you really know the answer, you're an expert in that subject matter, then the way that you present yourself is different to when somebody feels a bit insecure and they're not too sure what they're talking about. Pretty much like me, maybe talking about nuclear physics. Don't know much about nuclear physics. So what I'm inviting you to do is, by all means, consider your empty bag. But what we're talking about is something called effectual thinking. So there's a definition for effectual thinking, and I'm going to give it to you. So effectual thinking is an entrepreneurial problem-solving framework that prioritizes acting with the resources currently available rather than trying to predict the future. I don't even know what that means. So what we really mean by effectual thinking is what you got in the bag. What have you got that you can take out and do now? Where can your business start growing from point number one? Let's go through some questions that will help you identify that. So the following questions could be really useful for you. What do you have? So when I left my last corporate job, one of the exercises that I did was to put up a whole load of Post-its. And in fact, it's what the owner of the previous company had done himself and written it in his book. Put up a whole load of Post-its with every single thing that I had access to. Cell phone, I had cameras, I had computer, I had my vehicle, I had a database. I started putting all of those things together. I then started asking, who do I know? Who could actually start helping me kick off my business? I then started creating an inventory of the problems that I understood. As somebody that had been in leadership and coaching for more than 30 years, there were a number of problems, there were a number of concepts that I understood how to solve, and I was good at leading people. And I also considered what problems were close at hand. Really, really important. So before we move on, I'd like you just to grab a piece of paper and just put a line down the middle, put empty bag on one side, full bag on the other. Now, before anybody contacts me and tells me it's crazy not to have a wish list, absolutely, I'm not suggesting that you don't have a wish list. So by all means, do what I've done. I've got my empty bag wish list. I want more money. I need to get more computers. I want a different camera setup. But has it actually stopped me from doing what I'm doing today? Absolutely not. When I started this company, I decided to work with what I've got. So take that list, put it to one side. What I want you to focus on is the bag of things that you've already got. So think in terms the people that you know, your network. Think of your assets, absolutely everything, from your phone to whatever money that you've got in the bag, to what you can get hold of. Who can help you access certain things? Think about your knowledge. Think about the problems that you've solved. Think about what people have said to you that you're good at. I was told at some stage that I was a good communicator. I wrote that down. I'm not a very good mathematician, terrible accountant. But I could present, I could motivate, I could inspire people, and I could coach. Put all of those down. What else have you got going for you? Think in terms of your network. Okay, so let's have a look at the structure that I've already touched on, which is the resources game, empty bag versus my full bag. The empty bag, we've already put that list to one side. We're now starting to fill up my full bag. This is where we want you to focus. Skills, people, tools, knowledge, your faith, really important. Experiences and resources I already have. So let's have a look at an actual example of somebody that I helped recently. They were really good with kids, had good communication skills, and they happened to know quite a few people that had young children. And personal strengths, again, very resilient, great teachers. And so what they started piecing together was being able to mentor and tutor children in English. Now, we all suffer from biases and traps that we get into, and one of them is called the resource blindness trap. It's certainly one that I've suffered from before, which is where we use that word only. I've only got one camera, I've only got one computer, I only know how to do certain courses. So every time you use the word only, you're really sort of degrading yourself. So once again, if you've got a good friend or a colleague, really good idea to be able to do this as a pair. It's a really, really great exercise to brainstorm with, because you never know what you're going to help them come up with as well. And also we've got the collaboration aspect, is that I've got this, they've got that. What can we do when we put that together? Really good start. So let's have a look at your Monday implementation. Choose one possible opportunity from your full bag. Complete the simple plan. One problem I could help solve is, my possible offer is, and my first small test this week is. Add the 7-day action plan. Before the next session, I'm going to speak to, that could be 10 people. I will ask or test. This is a questionnaire that I'm doing. This is a product. Do you like it? What do you think? This is the price. And what date? By what date will you finish that? So lastly, before you go, turn away from the screen and just write down on a piece of paper 3 things that you remember from today's session. What was it? Take one and turn that into an action. Those are the 3 most important things you're going to remember. Take one, write it down, and then tell somebody about what you're going to do differently. Give them a call, let them know, this is what I'm going to do differently. Ask people to hold you accountable. That's your next step. So that's it for today. If you found this content useful, why don't you subscribe? I know you've subscribed to another 157 channels, but 158, well, that's a nice round number. But thank you so much for joining me today at the beginning of my YouTube channel. I'm all about simple strategies for busy brains. So why don't watch the next video that's coming along and see how that can help you. And remember that chaos is not the enemy. It's unstructured chaos that is. Until next time.